I'm going to sell you on the idea of Munetaka Murakami. I'm also going to tell you why the Dodgers shouldn't sign him. Coming up next here on Buy or Sell. So Munetaka Murakami, you see right here, Yoshinobu Yamamoto out having dinner. Third baseman for Team Samurai of the WBC. Dude can straight up rake from the left side. Dude is absolutely explosive when it comes to power. Question is, will that power translate? Are the Dodgers going to be interested? How aggressive would the Dodgers be? And, of course, you guys know, when I do this segment, I've got my Dodgers jacket on. Got my Dodgers suit jacket because I'm selling you on these guys. I'm trying to sell you, and I'm also trying to talk you out of it. It's just a fun way of doing pros and cons. I got my Dodgers used cars salesman jacket on. But let's start with the pros. Let's start with the reasons why. Let's start with the reasons why you would consider signing Munetaka Murakami. Let's start with the positives. Start with the pros. What are you talking about? Of course you want Murakami, Andrew. You said yourself, you want to paint Japan Dodger blue. You already have a multi-time MVP position player, a hitter that might play a position one day, might go to the outfield, might play first base, who knows? But right now, Shohei Ohtani's a pitcher and he's a hitter. Yamamoto is a pitcher. Sasaki, a pitcher. Hey, you want to paint the whole country Dodger blue? You want Japan to be all Dodger blue? How about an everyday player that plays in the field? You don't got one of those yet from Japan. Munetaka Murakami, can he play third base at the big league level? That's a major question. Most scouts, most insiders I've spoken with, they tell me that he profiles as a first baseman or a designated hitter. He did play one game in the outfield last year. And hey, guess what? You've already shown us that if you can hit, if you can rake, you'll overlook bad defense. And of course, I'm talking about Teoscar Hernandez. Would the Dodgers do something crazy and just throw Murakami in the outfield maybe for a year or two? And then when Freddie Freeman's contract is out a couple years from now, you put him at first base? Who knows? A couple years from now, does Shohei Ohtani play in the outfield? Who knows? Could he be a DH then? But the reason why you would want to sign Munetaka Murakami is it's not easy to find power left-handed bats. It's not easy. It just does not happen. They don't grow on trees, and it's tough. It really is. I mean, it's a premium, and Munetaka Murakami has 80 grade power, and we're talking about on a scale of 20 to 80. What do you grade a prospect as far as their ability to do whatever it is you're looking for at a specific ability? And what do you grade it as? And he has 80 grade power from the left side. The dude has the potential to be a Kyle Schwarber type of power hitter if everything worked out for him. He's hit 30 or more home runs in 5 of his 7 full seasons in the MPB. He would have done it easily in 2025 if he didn't have an oblique injury that kept him off the field for 2 months. When he did come back with the oblique injury, my man was absolutely cooking with gas. He was raking. He was on fire, hotter than the devil's armpit. Hit 273, had a 379 on base, had a 663 slug. Dude was absolutely raking and also had a 14% walk rate. Had a 390 isolated power. That's slugging minus batting average. Great indication of power. 390 is an elite number. Hits the ball hard. Had a 117 mile per hour laser shot to right. Looking at the highlights. Is an MVP. He's a 2-time NPB MVP. Both those years, 2022 and 2023. And he's been above average essentially his entire career in the NPB. His worst year in Nippon professional baseball was in 2019. In his worst year, he was still 14% better than league average. And that was his rookie season. He was just 19. He's been at least 53% better than league average every single year. And this year, he was 210 weighted runs created plus. Had a 210 WRC plus this year. That's 110% above league average. That would be like Aaron Judge territory. He basically was Aaron Judge offensively as far as WRC plus goes in the NPB. The big question, where is he going to play? The Dodgers, will they get involved? Will they talk themselves into it? You got Freddie at first, you got Ohtani at DH. Now, the one way you could fit him onto the roster would be you would trade Max Muncy and then try to have Murakami play third base. And in his first year in the show, that is a big ask. That would be rocking the boat. That would be shuffling the deck a lot. Would they do that just because of the upside? Do they think that Murakami could hit more home runs next season than Max Muncy? That's tough. But it is tantalizing. It is the mystery box of Murakami. So the sell job is that. Another Japanese star. 80 grade power. Could be a 30, 40 home run guy. You get younger. Hits the ball hard. Left-handed power is not easy. If somehow, some way, he found a way to play third, that's a long-term position of need. Those are the sell jobs. All right, let's look at the cons. So the con is that we just talked about it. I mean, he spent most of his career playing third base. Most of 2025, he was at third base. A lot of scouts that you talk to around the industry, a lot of people that have covered baseball in Japan that I've spoken to have told me it's first base and DH. That could change. Who knows? Maybe he impresses you. But there also is the inability to hit for contact. And that's where he really struggles, is just making contact with pitches in the zone. He is extremely boomer bust, and the strikeout rate has gone up. At his peak, when he hit over 50 home runs, he was winning MVPs. That strikeout rate was at 21%. Now it's at 28.8%. And last year was at 28.6%. So the strikeout rates have gone up. And then there's also the financial commitment, too. I mean, he's not going to come cheap. He would be looking at a deal, since he's so young, it could cost you 8 years, $180 million. And on top of that, you would have to pay that posting fee. And the posting fee for the Yakult Swallows, he would have to be paid 20% of the deal. So that'd be, if let's say it's $180 million, you got to pay him $25 million, and then 17.5 the next 25, 15% after that. So you'd be looking at a very hefty posting fee to go out there and try to get him. So it's not like you're buying a project. This is not like last season where the comparison to Hae-Sung Kim would be the fact that Hae-Sung Kim had never played in the show. So there's kind of an unknown. Can he play shortstop? I'm guessing no. I can see that coming. So it'd be a $180 million investment for a guy that's never played in the show and a guy that you don't have a natural defensive position for. But I will say the one reason why I wouldn't just completely rule it out is because the Dodgers understand. A wise man once said, if you want the dub, you've got to slug, right? And last year, they won a World Series despite having below average offense, averaging less than 4 runs per game throughout the postseason. The offense just was not consistently good, and they will overlook bad defense. If you can hit, you will stick. So that's the one thing. And then, hey, Yamamoto, who knows? Does Yamamoto want him? Does Shohei want him? Do those guys want him? If they do, I mean, that would definitely, I think, kind of move the needle and tip the scales a little bit. But, yeah, we got Ichiro, Hideki Matsui, Otani. Yeah, it's not every day that the hitters from Japan are going to come over and have success. And the contact rate stuff really scares me. It really, really does. And we'll do some more deep dives. I'm still going to drop my top free agents. I think we're going to do that tomorrow. But that's the sell job, is he really rakes, and he does it at a prolific rate to the point where you kind of have to look at some stuff, right? So, yeah, that's where we're at with that.